Ferguson Jenkins Jr. was born in Chatham, Ontario on December 13, 1943. His mother went blind when giving birth, and his father, Ferguson Arthur Jenkins Sr., was a talented baseball player, but it was said that he was born too early to break the organized baseball color line. Jenkins was a well-rounded athlete. He played hockey, soccer, basketball, track, and he also swam, but he adored baseball most of all. It is rumored that as a youth, Jenkins practiced his pitching by throwing chunks of coal at open doors of passing freight cars 100 feet away. Fergie Jenkins is the first Canadian baseball player ever inducted to the Baseball Hall of Fame. He played for the Philadelphia Phillies to start his career, but for the majority of his career, he played for the Chicago Cubs and the Texas Rangers. He was considered the anchor of the 12 Black Aces, which was a group of African-American pitchers with at least 20 Major League Baseball wins in a single season. He is one of the only two members of that group that were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Jenkins was a three-time All-Star in 1967, 71, and 72. He won the NL Cy Young Award in 1971. He won the Canadian Male Athlete of the Year Award 4 times in 1967, 68, 71, and 74, surpassing Maurice the Rocket Richard, who had won the award only 3 times. In 1974, he won the AL Comeback Player of the Year award. Ferguson Jenkins has also the honor of having his picture on the postage stamp across Canada in celebration of Black History Month.
Fergie Jenkins was a Black Canadian in a predominantly white American league. He started his MLB career just following the Jim Crow era, so this had a major impact on his experience in the league. Fergie Jenkins once said that he barely experienced racial prejudice until he played in the United States. He was charged with possession of 4 grams of cocaine and 2 ounces of marijuana. Fortunately for Jenkins, a judge who described Jenkins as a person who conducted himself in exemplary fashion in the community and the country declared his criminal record wiped clean. But the incident became a cloud, shadowing Jenkins' otherwise golden reputation as a player and a person. Jenkins went through several setbacks in his personal and family life, with his second wife dying in a fatal car accident in 1990, and his new fiancée taking part in a murder-suicide by asphyxiation. She killed Jenkins' 3-year-old daughter, along with herself. Jenkins stated that religion and coaching were both big parts in his recovery from these traumatic events. Being Canadian was beneficial for Fergie growing up because he never had to deal with racial stereotypes and obstacles that many Black Americans went through when they were becoming a professional baseball player.
Early in his career, Fergie Jenkins was often overshadowed in the media, which may have helped him focus on the task at hand and focus more on the game. Being a farmer in the off-season would help Fergie immensely. He said that after playing in big cities, I found that going to the country and relaxing was good therapy. As a pitcher, your job is to be intimidating. When the off-season comes, you try to be laid back. Also in the off-season, Fergie Jenkins was a member of the most famous basketball team in the world at that time, the Harlem Globetrotters. He founded the Fergie Jenkins Foundation that raises money to support nearly 400 charities across North America. Some of these charities include Canadian Red Cross, the Special Olympics, and organizations that assist abused women. His charity gives over $100,000 annually. There is also a baseball league in Canada named after Fergie Jenkins. The intent of this league is to showcase elite baseball players in order for them to play at the next level. Since there were other great pitchers at the time, including Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, and Jim Palmer, Jenkins was often overlooked by the fans and the media. This could have also been because he had never made it to the postseason. Jenkins should be remembered as one of the greatest pitchers in the history of the Chicago Cubs, one of the greatest Canadian athletes, and one of the greatest Canadian baseball players of all time. In 2009, the Chicago Cubs retired his jersey number, 31, in honor of both Fergie Jenkins and Greg Maddux.